So if you have a video transmitter like this that can also transmit audio followed by a video receiver which you can connect it to your phone using the OTG wire, then let me show you a cheap and easy way to access the audio. So I have a couple of examples with me. So first I have a mini FPV camera which has a microphone attached to it, or you can use a microphone like this which is available easily on Amazon or eBay, or you can even use your GoPro by using a mini converter and use it as a FPV camera. So first I'll show you the mini FPV camera. So I'll just connect this to the transmitter and connect the video receiver to my phone and open up Go FPV, and I'll power up the transmitter. So because this camera has a microphone attached to it and my video transmitter has a audio channel as well, so I've connected the white wire from the FPV camera to the white channel of the video transmitter. But to access the audio on a receiver like this, you'll have to use this port which has audio, video and the 5V and the ground connection, because with the USB port you can only see the video and there is no audio option over here. So what you'll need is this 1.25mm JST connector, which is a micro mini JST connector, and I've linked it in the description, which can be connected to this port. So the yellow wire is the audio and the red wire is the 5V, and I've removed the center wire. And then you'll need your headphones, which has a 3.5mm jack. So what we're going to do is we will connect the audio wire to the topmost tip of the jack, which is I think the left or the right channel, and the 5V wire to the second part of the headphone jack, or you can connect it to the third also, it doesn't matter. The bottom one is for the microphone. So what you'll have to do is you'll have to connect the audio wire to the topmost part of the headphone jack, followed by the 5V or the ground wire to the second or the third part of the headphone jack. So I removed a headphone port from an old mobile phone. So once I plug it in, I can slide these wires directly on the pin of this adapter. So if you remove the wire directly from the JST port with the pin intact, you can simply slide this over the headphone adapter like this, or you could even solder this. So basically I've connected the yellow wire to the topmost tip of the headphone jack and the red wire, which is the 5V, to the second tip of the headphone jack. And after that you can connect the wire to the audio port. And in case if your FPV camera does not have a microphone, you can connect a microphone like this, which is only about $1. So as you can see that I've connected this microphone to this FPV camera. So if I power on, by the way, this FPV camera is broken, so I cannot see the video feed from this camera. So I'm going to place this headphone at the mic of the camera so that you can hear the hissing sound from the microphone. And if I disconnect the audio from the receiver, there is no more audio transmission. And if I connect this back, and similarly you can use your GoPro as a FPV camera and also utilize the mics on it, and the audio quality from the GoPro camera is definitely better. So let me show you how you can connect your GoPro to the transmitter and also use the audio. So for this you'll obviously need a GoPro, preferably a Hero 5, a Hero 6 or the Hero 7 Black. You can also use this with the Hero 8 or the Hero 9 Black, but for that you'll need the media mode because we need the HDMI port to connect the HDMI converter, which is this. So this basically converts digital video to analog video, and you can get this from Amazon or eBay anywhere from $5 to $10. So I've connected the audio wire to the audio channel of the converter. In this case I've connected to the white channel. You can also connect it to the red channel if required. So this is the wire that's coming from the transmitter, which is the audio wire that I've soldered to the white channel of the converter. And if you want to learn how to set up your GoPro for FPV camera, definitely check the video which is in the iCard over here or at the end screen, as I've explained in that video on how you can connect your GoPro to a video transmitter and use it as a FPV camera. So I've connected the converter to the transmitter, so I'll connect the battery to the transmitter and then connect the micro HDMI cable to the GoPro and turn it on, and then connect my receiver to the mobile device. So you can see that the video feed from the GoPro is displayed on the mobile phone. And like I said, grab your headphones and simply connect it. So what you're hearing is the audio from the GoPro mic. So if I move the headphone away and if I bring it closer, so if you're planning to use your GoPro as a FPV camera or using this setup, make sure that you disable the hyper smooth stabilization, because if you enable stabilization there will be some latency in the audio and the video feed, whereas if you disable it there is hardly any latency and it's as good as using a dedicated FPV camera. So just to summarize quickly, what I've done is I'm using a headphone, and because I'm using this receiver which has a audio video output, I've connected a micro mini 1.25 mm GST connector which fits in this slot over here. So the first channel in this port is the audio, the second is video, the third is 5 volt and the last is ground. So we are basically using the first and the third connection, which is the audio and the 5 volt, or you could even use the ground, but because I have the 3-pin connector I'm using the 5 volt. And like I said previously, the audio wire will be connected to the topmost part of the headphone jack, which is the tip of the headphone jack, followed by the 5 volt or the ground wire, which is for the power, which you can connect it to the second or the third part of the headphone jack. So you can solder this to the headphone jack directly or use a headphone adapter from an old mobile device or an audio player, so that way you can easily connect and disconnect. So this is how you can access the audio feed on a cheap and simple FPV system like this, especially if you have a receiver like this which you can connect it to your phone through the OTG wire. So that's all I had to share in this video. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe and like it, and comment below if you have any questions, and thanks a lot for watching. And just a safety tip, when you scan for channels or frequency, this is what you will hear. So when you're scanning, make sure that you remove the headphones from your ears and then scan.